This is fantasy, though. This is week one, fantasy football. This is what we live for. This is what we are excited for, and then it all comes crashing down, and then you wish you never played. That's how,
It's the
it's
truth.
unforgivable.
It's the truth. You know what though? Week one is a week to get too excited or get too discouraged, and it's a unique week for real football and for fantasy football.
That's right.
The records look so final, and it really, if this week had happened in mid-November, nobody would really care what happened.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's you know how it is. It's no major injuries except for I guess Dak Prescott, but
Yeah, I know him.
yeah, you used to know him.
Well,
All right, what do we got here?
I did want to go over a little bit of free money that was given out in week one, Greg.
Really?
You'll notice Buffalo Bills, Baltimore Ravens, and Miami Dolphins. Greg, what do they have in common?
Yeah, they all won.
They all were all week one winners.
He was right, man.
Week one, Chris Insana put it on the board, 1-0. Let me ask you this, Greg. Do you think Chris would say that he's 1-0, or would he say he's 3-0? Like a
3-0.
gambling novice. Yeah. See, he would count each individual win within the parlay, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he's 3-0.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
He's 3-0.
let's give credit where credit's due, right?
Hey, guy's trying to help out your retirement. You better listen.
Man. So what's his unsolicited gambling advice this week? Because I'm going to take it.
Well, you ready for it?
Yeah, let's get to it.
All right, let's
I
go.
need to know. If I can't win in fantasy football, at least got to win in my parlays.
Just a reminder, it's easy to give opinions when people ask for them. It takes a real man to tell you what to do without provocation.
Is that Nietzsche?
It is. It's Insana Nietzsche.
Frederick Nietzsche?
Whoa, Greg, it's a four-teamer.
Oh, man.
He's getting a little dangerous. All right, let me get into character here, Greg. Hang on.
Take your time.
All right, back and I hand out some free money again. Look, this four-teamer is something you should hear me out on. All right, I'll make it short. Speaking of which, I resent being called short. I'm average height, right? I mean, it's grinding my gears. Pet peeves. I mean, basically, what you got here is you got some 0-1 teams, good spots against some 1-0 teams off some probably their best wins of the year. You got Frisco and GB, right? They're going to stomp these guys out, lay them down like Old Yeller. That reference is probably a little bit dated. I mean, anyways, Chiefs and Chargers, they put up lots of points. Notice I took the actual number down there, Greg. Took it down a little bit. Bought myself 3.5. That's why it's only minus 180, huh? Got to do what you got to do. Lastly, my hometown boys in their home opener against Ryan freaking Tannehill. This guy is the starting quarterback. It blows my mind. I could be Nancy and take the money line, but you know what, dude? I don't even need it. Buffalo rolls these clowns. Mike Vrabel looks like a dirty Buffalo cop, doesn't he? I mean, come on. Couldn't you see him taking money and just shutting his mouth? I mean, how much did you recover at the scene, Officer Bravel? I don't know, 38 grand. I mean, 18 grand. Donnie West says hi. He's still fishing and he loves it.
Out of that whole rant, they got to do what you got to do, and the blows my mind is spot on with Chris Insana, man. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. He does it. Oh, that's hilarious.
What do you think about the picks, Greg?
Well, Seahawks versus San Fran. I don't know. It's still, even after week one, it's still kind of flaky.
You like that Geno Smith, huh?
Green Bay didn't look good at all. I mean, he's really needing Devontae Adams. You got the Chargers versus the Chiefs. That one's, I like the over on that one. Buffalo, was that Buffalo minus 10?
Minus 10.
Okay.
Old-fashioned curb stomping Insana's calling for.
This is what like the Bills were, or I'm sorry, the Patriots were in years past, where they were just minus 10 every week.
So much fun. Greg, what do you think? What would the spread be if Mac Jones and the Patriots were coming here on Monday night?
What would the Bills be giving them?
Yeah.
No, we're giving them 14.
I think it might be up to 17, Greg.
Wow. Yeah, I mean divisional rivalries, usually a little tighter, but yeah, if they're coming into Buffalo, Yeah, maybe 17.
And we're here for their blood. We're not looking to beat them by 3.
No, no, I don't think we're looking to beat any team by 3. We don't care how
Right?
good they are. Wait till we see the. Oh man, I wish we were seeing the Chiefs again this year.
But just to keep track, if you're Insana betting, you're up 257. Hey, playing with house money. You know what I mean? A little house money.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Let's go back to the weekend review, Greg. Something you may not want to do.
No, I don't, but for the sake
Yeah.
of the pod, I will.
Let's go back to week 1 here, see what happened, what went down. Don't have to discuss my match. Easy win. Took down this guy.
Yeah, glad you're happy.
Let's take a look at the trade decliner versus throwing bombs and banging moms.
Of course he wins week 1.
So Slayman takes down new member Brian Stott.
Yeah, he has. I mean, looking at it now, I mean, he had himself a good week. Stuff on Diggs but the rest of his team, yeah.
Overcame his own draft choice of Travis Etienne, who looks like he's clearly the second back.
Yeah, with 5 points. How many points did he get?
He got 8.5, and Robinson got 20.
Ugh.
But he's got Gibson. He's got something to work with here.
So I think it was a mirage. I think his team will lose next week. I don't even know who he's playing against. Well, yeah.
Are you rooting against him? Sounds like you're rooting against him.
I never root against Scott Slayman because that's bad juju.
Just a little bit, maybe?
Yeah. Well, I like a balanced league. You win one, you lose one. But whoever won one this week, I need them to lose next week so I can have a chance here.
Scott's got a pretty nice little roster. DJ Moore is going to be a little bit of a problem, I think, this year, though.
In a good way or a bad way?
In a bad way. Baker Mayfield does not seem to be a person who gets the ball to his best player.
I mean, yeah, it's speculation. I mean, I think Kyler Murray on Brian Stott's team could be something special in a sense that that defense sucks. Apparently.
Yeah, I don't. What do you make of Kamara? Kamara had 7 points last week, huh?
We all knew this going into it that without Drew Brees, it's just not the same offense. This isn't. So, draft at your own risk.
I'm going to just see. I'm curious what kind of. So he had 9 carries and had 3 catches. Wow, that's really weird.
He's going to get injured or traded or something by the end of the year. The team's in rebuild mode. I mean, you're just you're hanging on the past if you don't start rebuilding now.
It keeps taking me back to week 2, Greg. All right. The new champ. Wow. Dominant performance over new member Frank Luciano, huh?
Did he change his wait? Oh yeah, Rob Burnett. Man, is Rob Burnett the week 1 highest scoring team right now?
He's the new champ. He's in second place overall, 141.9 points. Michael Thomas could be a really good pick for him. He got him pretty late.
Oh,
yeah, he got your boy McCaffrey. You let him go to him.
Yeah,
he's got he got Jay Freeman's favorite kicker, Matt Gay. Yeah.
Kareem
and a lot of mess on his bench.
Yeah, he's always like that. He's a sloppy guy on a bench.
Luciano's got some ballers over there.
There's some big names, but
Pitts, Metcalf, Brown, Swift, Cook.
They're going to drive you nuts all year.
Amari Cooper on Cleveland. I forgot all about that guy.
So Burnett's 1-0.
All right, let's go to Taylor Park against. So this is new member Jason Schreiber versus
he's the
very old member Timmy G.
He's the only new member that won a game. The other 2 lost.
Interesting. Yeah, 3 debuts.
Thanks, Tim Gennari. You find a way to suck again. You didn't beat a newcomer.
Well, and Tim Gennari also lost Keenan Allen in the process.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
Notable injury. He's not going to play this week, I don't think.
Good. Maybe my Mike Williams pick that I didn't want will actually do something.
And your Austin Eckler pick.
I'm not going to tell people to go pick up, I think it's Jordan Palmer. He's the other wide receiver on that team.
Is he available? I thought he was picked.
I don't know if he was picked. If he's out on the waiver wire, you better get your
Don't act like you don't know. You've looked at the waiver wire, you
gotta
clever
get your
little
fab
bastard.
dollars picked.
Greg, how much money? Because you know what the season parallels last year in a lot of ways so far is that Green Bay was blown out. Aaron Rodgers was called cooked. He won the MVP. I'll just remind people of that last year. And the San Francisco 49ers lost their starting running back in his first carry of the season last year. And an unknown individual named Elijah Mitchell came on, and he was bid on by one Gregory Baker in between weeks 1 and 2 last year, I believe. Right? Do I have that right?
Yeah, I was all in. I
Shot the provincial wad on him. Are you going to be shooting a similar wad on Mr. Wilson, Greg?
No. No.
Not an Elijah type wad?
No, I can't do the Frisco running backs, man. It's always you never know what Shanahan's doing, you know.
You're worried about Debo, huh?
I'm worried about a lot of things on that team, and it's just I don't know. I just don't want no part of it.
I think this is all smokescreen. This is all a
Yes.
smoke screen. You've got a giant bid queued up right now.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It's too soon. I can't blow the wad yet, you know.
You think it's too soon? And last year, that same philosophy helped you to win a title. Or no, Insana won.
Yeah,
Right.
Insana won it all. I didn't win nothing, man. I sucked.
So you don't like that strategy?
No. I mean,
See,
like I said, it's, hold on a sec. Getting into a different room here. My Wi-Fi signal's shaking on me. All right.
Well, your face is looking great. Very close to the camera.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Don't mind the treadmill in the background. All right.
Greg, what do you make of the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes' debut? Do you think it's more on the cards or more impressive by the Chiefs?
I think it's impressive. It really just kind of proves how good they are. You know, it's even without a playmaker like Tyreek Hill, they still made a really good really good game out of everything. So I think they're legit. Kelsey is seeming like a great pick for Freeman because I played against him this week, so that wasn't good.
You took it to Freeman, huh?
Yeah, man. Freeman, I thought he was dead in the water, man. None of his players are doing nothing. I had all 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock guys, and then I look at the score, and I'm like, what the hell? My team just froze. Freeman got the win, man. He got
I
a new
believe
job.
Freeman had the high score of the week.
Sure he did. If it's against me, yeah, he did.
Let's go up to the top here real quick and take a look. Freeman, he did. I win, Koo lose, 145. He just barely edged out Burnett and myself.
I lost by a kicker, mind you. The kicker is what started it all. His kicker, Young Ho Koo.
Young Ho Koo got 44 points? Because that was the margin of victory, Greg, just so you know.
Beat the shit out of me.
Yeah, he sure did.
Kickers mean something. Because nothing's worse.
Can't stand it.
Than losing to a kicker half the time. But yeah, it's not. Yeah, it was a team effort for Jay Freeman and his team.
How about your boy Nate Hackett last night falling on the sword of the kicker? What was that?
I don't know. Yes.
Dude, let's take 50 seconds off the clock, kick a 65-yarder, and then, to make it even worse if you're a Denver fan, call timeouts with a sense of urgency to stop Seattle from kneeling it out. I wanted to pull every single one of my hairs out watching that guy coach. Why are you taking the timeouts to prevent them from 3 kneel downs? Like, can you count, motherfucker?
Yeah, I don't understand how people get these jobs, these coaching jobs, and they make these bonehead calls.
Literally, I think that the rationale is because they've already had these jobs, so we keep giving them these jobs.
Yeah. Well, just look at Jacksonville last year. That was to watch that. It was actually funny watching them play. It was just.
Urban was quite the Gruden grinder, if you know what I mean, Greg.
Man, it was just. What are you doing out there? I mean, just someone that watches football. What does it take to actually coach a team? Hell if I know, but yeah, pretty bad. Moving on, though.
Moving on. All right. Let's go to. Oh, let's take a look, a little closer look. How Greg under the hood? A little autopsy from your sake.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to change my name already.
Any picks you're regretting, Greg?
Yeah, all of them
Who?
except for Josh Allen.
I thought your boy Clyde had a nice week.
Yeah, so Clyde had a good week. Josh Allen obviously had a good week, and the rest of my team
Wow,
shit.
look at your receivers and tight end. Jesus, Greg.
Yeah,
4, 3, 1, and 5.
it'll be a long year if this shit keeps going up. CD Lamb, eh, I'm accepting
That's a bad
trades.
situation. That's
Yeah,
a bad situation.
if anybody wants to trade, please, my door is open.
He's
Always.
a great number 2, I think. I don't think he's a 1. I
All right,
misread that. I was wanting to pick him.
let's not deteriorate his value after week one. Okay, I'm trying to get some trades here. All right, I'm
He's a
not
very
sitting
good
here.
player. Yep, very good.
That's
You should overpay for him.
he's a number one. Okay.
Let's see what you got on your bench here. Greg, you left Chase Edmonds on your bench. That's interesting. You were so happy about him.
Yeah, I have to let things materialize. You can't just
Oh.
you got to throw in your studs and
You have
hope
Matt
they
Breida?
Breida.
Why do you have him?
Because what are you supposed to do around 12 in a 12-team draft? You
There
draft.
has to be something better than Matt Breida. Good Lord,
Yeah, this
Greg.
Corona. That's what's better.
I mean, Daryl Henderson. He can run over boy Hunter Renfro, I think. All right, let's go
Yeah.
over here. We got the Barry edging out. Paul Linder, another L. That's what? How many in a row is that?
I think that's
That's a few.
16 for him.
There's probably a lot of swearing going on in the household, some
He took
private
it pretty.
cursing.
I think he took it pretty well.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he was all positive. Even with the injury to Najee.
I mean, you can't possibly see 33 coming out of Barkley. That's tough.
Paul Linder brought him back from the dead. That's just
Barkley
Paul
and
Linder's luck.
Cordell Patterson. Wow.
That's Paul Linder's luck. Saquon Barkley has done nothing for years,
Nothing.
and then he plays against Linder and he goes off.
You know what, though? In fairness, look at what he had around it. Zeke had 6. Allen Robinson had 2. Hunter Henry had 4. And the kicker, fuck these kickers, man. Let's just be done.
That's a
Grow
touchdown
up.
right there,
Grow up.
bro. Who would you put in its stead?
Nothing. It would be gone. Nobody. Why must it be replaced? Why can't we just focus on actual football players?
I mean, have you ever lost to a kicker? It's tough.
Yes.
Have you ever won with a kicker?
Yes, and it's equally gay.
Not as gay as losing to a kicker. Trust me.
No,
Watching the
it's
whole
much
game.
worse to lose, but obviously, I mean,
Look, I've sat and was exhausted the next day on a Monday night football game, watching, just hoping that their kicker doesn't score points against me. Here I am
ugh,
needing one more kick, and of course it's one of those kicks that happen at the very last minute of the game.
exactly. The hate
Decided
watch.
he kicks it, makes it. So I watched that whole friggin' game.
Just terrible.
Nothing is worse than watching a game
Honestly,
that
nothing
you
is
have
worse.
no players in, and only your opponent has players, and you're hoping that they don't score shit. Nothing is worse than watching a game rooting for no scoring. It is the worst. So if I'm on a Monday night watching your guy hoping he doesn't score against me, I lost already because I'm sitting there
It's the worst feeling. It's
this
like
time.
rooting. It's like rooting for an under where it seems improbable that it'll happen.
It's disgusting. It's that it's got to be one of the worst parts of football is watching it and hoping nobody scores. This ain't fucking soccer. All right, this shit is horrible. When they score a few times a day, it's I just don't like it. That's the one part about fantasy. It's tough, man. It's a tough one.
How Matt Ryan was it that Matt Ryan's debut ended in a 2020 tie against the Houston Texans?
I saw that, man. I can't.
It's the most Matt Ryan thing that Matt Ryan could have done.
How many didn't they have like 2 ties last year? You know how hard
They
that is.
always have. Wherever Matt Ryan is, they're going to get a tie or two.
The guy's an anomaly.
Kirk Cousins will be Matt Ryan in about 8 years.
Nah.
Keep making this same breed of
Nah.
white quarterback. Tannehill, Cousins, they're all from the same freaking manufacturing plant. They produce
I
these
think Matt
people.
Ryan's got a little more heart than Kirk Cousins. That dude's got no heart.
Yeah,
He's got no dog in him,
Oh
man.
yeah, no, you're right. I'll give you that. Matt Ryan's got some fight in him.
Yeah, he's Kirk Cousins.
Tannehill and Kirk Cousins should be a couple. That'd be a
Yeah,
reality show I'd watch.
they'd make an adorable gay baby.
They would. Greg, you know what? I had you'll see here this my buddy Pollard here. I subbed him in at the last second for AJ Dillon. And I didn't feel good about it, but I like the let's play for later strategy of having somebody in my pocket for a Sunday night.
Sure.
And Pollard shit in my hat with that philosophy.
Look at AJ Dillon.
And there's my buddy Dak Prescott giving 4.46 points to me. So if I'd have gotten anything out of these two, I would have had high week. I had Jefferson and Pittman go nuts, and really, I mean, that's it. I'm in the Bills defense.
So what are you gonna do with Dak now? Are you dropping him?
I mean, there's not no. I put him on injured reserve. There's not really a lot I can do. If I get another guy that gets hurt though, and it's a skill player, the skill player is the priority. I will absolutely drop Dak.
Yeah. Well, man.
I don't think he's going to be good anyways this year, man. That line is a problem.
No, the whole organization is a problem.
All of them, yeah.
Trash, bro.
Mike McCarthy, I saw on a 4th and 8 down 19-3 at midfield punted in game 1. So I see he's in midseason form already.
God.
That guy's just brutal.
Go back to the standings. I want to see.
Back to the standings we go,
I want to see
Greg.
the standings.
You're 0-1, just so you know.
My bad.
Just an FYI.
Hold on.
So if you look at the last place right here, Greg, this is where you are.
God, why do I have to be
And here's the 11 teams that are above you, better than you.
Dude, that's a bad week for me, man. Ugh. Oof.
Yep, it is.
What if I end up like Linder of last year?
I think it's probable. I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
Thanks. You're gonna have to find someone else to do these fucking podcasts if that's the case. There's no way I'm gonna have enough strength to do it. Oh, God. Me and Tim Ganeri. I'm gonna have to call him now.
That's who you got? That's who you're week. Oh, you know what, Greg? That's a good idea. Let's look and see what's going on this week. I don't even know.
Yeah.
What are the matchups? All right, so I got Slayman right out of the holster.
Dude, I don't like playing Slayton. Even if his team sucks, I always have a tight week against him.
Yeah,
he's
he's
just one of those stupid teams that just.
I think he makes my team nervous.
Yeah. You got Herbert. You know what?
I got.
Yeah, Diggs and Herbert. Yeah.
There's Matty Ice. Matty Ice.
So who is? Are any new guys playing each other? Is it throwing bombs?
Terminator versus what's his name?
Yep, Brian Stott. So we got two new teams playing against each other. We'll see who's the better of the
Should get a W. There could be a Matt Ryan situation brewing though. There could be a tie.
God, you got oh my God, you got the rivals, bitter rivals. These two, the new champ, aka Burnett, and Red Solo Cup, aka Gerneri, have been at the bottom barrel of this league ever since they started. They can never get past the playoffs.
Oh, Ms. Guy and Baker.
Yeah. Oh my God, I gotta play Bass to mouth. You know what? I can't be mad if Kevin beats me. The poor guy deserves it after what I did to him years past. I burned his picture in effigy. I threw a witchcraft at him, and yeah, I think I did
Greg,
more.
It looks like you're catching a break here though with D. Henderson. He's the starting tailback now, huh?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Makers blows.
Yeah, he's pretty beat up. So then we've got I win Kuluz versus Linder. So Friedman and Linder, that'll be fun. That'll be a good time.
That's a good one.
Greg, who do we need to get as a guest on the show for next week? I tried to get the aforementioned Jay Friedman already, but you know how he is.
He's busy.
Busy, very busy. He's got a tight schedule.
No, I think that the team that might be a problem this year, you can't just go off for the standings. You know, you got to really see what the players are. But I think after this week, we'll see what teams are consistently putting up points and what team everybody's going to be gunning for to try to beat. And then after week 2, I'd say more after week 3, I'm going to start making some serious trades, my friend, if shit doesn't shape up.
Let's do this. Let's take a guess at what the big players are going to go for this week. Let's start with Jeff Wilson, Greg. If I set the over under at $56.50 for his services, what are you saying? Under, huh?
Yeah. The people in this league, at least the majority. Now, if the new guys come out and spend some money, then, I can't foresee that coming because I have no history of playing with them. But when it comes to the people in this league, they hold on to their money until it's worthless.
Slayman's going to have $200 left in week 10.
Yes, they think that
he'll have all of it.
Yeah, they think having that fake money just sitting there is worth it at the end. And then they sit there, and now you have all this money at the end of the year when the season's already played out and that the players are already established themselves in the roles. And then you're throwing $60, $70 at a player that is going to get you 8 points a week.
I just put it in a mutual fund and watch it grow.
That's it. It drives me bananas. And if you look at the history of fantasy, these new stars are going to start popping up within the first few weeks, and that's when you have to snap and
then you get them for the whole year. You have them all year.
You have to take a leap of faith, and if you feel good about a guy, you just got to go all in or just take a chance because ultimately that money's worthless. But you can get yourself this year's Philip Lindsay if you stop being a pussy and just go for it.
You think somebody's going to bid on Zach Moss? He got way too much work, I thought, in the opening game.
Bid, but it won't be much. Like everybody's real conservative in the beginning parts of the year because they think that they're going to need that money at the end of the year. You're not going to.
What about Najee Harris's backup? You think he's going to draw a big bid?
Yeah, no matter what it is, how long too? They say the injury isn't substantial for Najee, but that's just them saying it. We still haven't heard anything, so we just don't know. But if it turns out to be a 4 or 5 week absence or something like that, sure. It's still yet to be said. But all in all, the main message I'm trying to get through is that saving your fab dollars is not going to win you a championship.
Yeah, that's right. Can't buy any chain wallets with this money.
Well, you saw I spent a lot of money on Chuba Hubbard. Didn't get me nowhere, but I wanted him. I thought he was the next best thing since sliced bread.
He gave you a Chuba.
Yeah. Chuba Hubbard.
So what about injuries, Greg? What do you think is the most impactful injury from week 1?
Oh, it's Dak all the way. If the offense had any chance in Dallas, it bleeds from the signal caller. And if Dak Prescott is hurt, then that hurts friggin' Ezekiel Elliott. That hurts the offense. That hurts CeeDee Lamb. Hurts his trade value.
And it helps the rest of the NFC East. It's gonna be pretty nutty. Philly looks like they got a bye to that division. Actually, goofy ass Commanders and Carson Wentz have a chance, I think.
Yeah, that's. I think that flame will fizzle out. I think it will. It's just week 1. Week 1.
I don't know, man. I hear that the Bible study they had this week was really good.
Yeah, I bet. This is Carson Wentz, people. All right, he is nothing. He never even won a Super Bowl. Okay, Nick Foles had to win it for him. So let's stop living in the past of the great 8 games he played in Philly, and that was it.
That was it. What, Greg? What advice would you give to me and my Dak Prescott? What should I just stick with Matty Ice, or should I go fishing on the shitty waiver wire?
There's nothing on the waiver wire.
I know
there's nothing on there.
What about Ryan Tannehill?
I would see if there's any other panic.
What about that goofy backup for Dallas, Cooper, the red dude? You like red guys.
I do, but I look at them enough in the mirror every day, so I don't need another one. I just think that you should start.
I asked Doug Ward to give a scouting report about him too. He's another red guy.
Hey man, this is the Scottish too, man. People think it's Irish.
It's a brotherhood.
Scottish, man. The Scottish kilts. But yeah, I would start looking for a trade. Maybe someone that drafted 2 decent quarterbacks, and and see if you can just get something for cheap.
I know, but people, people are with their trade evaluations. It's like unless I can ass rape you, I'm not saying yes.
I mean, you might be okay if I ask for something, I'm gonna pay top dollar and then some. But if you ask for it, you might get a fair deal. Anytime I'm involved in a trade, I gotta pay double. So it's rough.
Yeah, it's tough
Hoping
being
I
Greg Baker.
It is tough, you know. People have named their team names after me. Do not trade with Baker. So I gotta do.
So, what do
So
you say, Greg? Any closing thoughts for week 1?
yeah, I'm not shaving until I win a week of fantasy.
Okay.
So you see it? It's coming in great. I got beard shampoo, so I'm ready for a long one.
Well, I would warn you, man. I've said things like this before, and I didn't win the entire season. So be careful.
Yeah, that's not. Now that we're doing the podcast thing, I have to stay true to it. But that's why I got the beard lotion and the shampoo, so it's going to be one hell of a beard. But I am
All
coming
right.
down to Buffalo in October, man. So we gotta get together.
Absolutely. This will be in person. We'll do this.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And next week we need a guest. So we're challenging the entire league right here, right now. If you're listening to this and watching this, fucking join up next week. Burnett, especially you, Burnett. We're sick
Please
of
get
you just
Insana.
laying around and
Get
not doing
Insana.
anything.
I want
Yeah, maybe we'll
Insana.
get Insana. Yeah, you know what? We'll get
I
Insana.
want
Maybe
Insana.
Insana can come and he can do Insana's corner.
Yes.
He
Yes.
can do Insana's corner.
We want to take this podcast to the next level. We need Insana.
We need more unsolicited gambling advice. There's
He's
no
he's
doubt
he's
about
a
it.
he's a great character. You know, people like that keep the thing going. So we need him.
We need to hear about his futures.
Yeah. His
He's
endeavors.
got that 800 number too, if you want to give it a call, Greg.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you if I do or don't call it. It hurt my reputation.
All right, Greg. Well, it's been fun.
Yeah, it's been a good week one, everybody, and better things to come. And see you guys next week.
Chargers Chiefs, baby.
Go Bills, man.
Go Bills.
See ya.